Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I love this ECOVACS DEEBOT T20 Omni Robot Vacuum Cleaner. We're going to show it mopping up some muddy paw prints here. Okay, so some things I love about it. I love that it has Lidar navigation. That way it's able to map your house really well, and in that app you can create different no-go zones, different rooms, create schedules. I really do like when they have Lidar navigation. It also has a sensor up here. It's not a camera, true detect. It is able to detect some obstacles and help avoid them also. I also like that the base station here washes the mop pads with hot water. And then the third thing I really do love about it is it can raise the mop pads. So there is a carpet sensor on the bottom, and it can raise and lower these mop pads according to when it senses carpet. So let's take a look at the robot. Again, it's got Lidar, but underneath here, this is the dust bin. So when it vacuums your house, everything's going to go in this dust bin. When it goes back to the base station, everything's going to auto empty out this side right here, come out right here, and it's going to go right there into this dust bag. Once in a while, you will have to replace this dust bag right here. It's very easy. There's a little drawer. Press the little button on the top or the bottom right here, and the drawer comes out. Now there is a filter in here. Sometimes you will have to clean that filter. Now on the back here, it doesn't have a place, it doesn't have an internal water tank. So the base station is not going to fill the robot up, but it is going to wash the mop pads. That's going to wet the mop pads, and you can pick from 3 different levels of wetness. That's how it mops your floor. And then you can also select in the app how often it's going to come back and take the dirt off of the mop pads by re-washing them and then going back out and mopping. So here's the bottom of the robot. Again, these are spinning mop pads. It can lift them up and down 9 millimeters depending on if it senses carpet. There's the carpet sensor here. We got 2 side brushes. There's the brush roller, drive wheels, carpet sensor. These are the fall off sensors so it won't fall downstairs. Once in a while, those do have to be cleaned. And you will have to replace these once in a while. They're just held on with Velcro. And again, the base station is going to leave the mop pads at a certain wetness, so that's how it mops your floor. And then after, I think it's 5, you can either set 5, 10, or 15 minutes, it's going to come back, wash these, that way, because when it's mopping, it's capturing all the dirt in these mop pads. Then it's going to take it back to the base station, wash the mop pads with hot water, suck up the hot water into the dirty water tank. You got a clean water tank and a dirty water tank. That's where all the water goes after it's been cleaning the mop pads. Now this base station, this tray does not come out, but there is a maintenance mode. You press and hold this button for 5 seconds. It's going to put water down here. It comes with a brush. You're going to scrub that clean, press that again for 5 seconds, and then it's going to suck all the water out down there. Okay, so here's the ECOVACS app. It does a really good job of mapping your house. It shows you in real time where it is on the map. You can put no boundary in our virtual walls and no-go zones where areas it's going to get into trouble, and no mop zones where you got like rugs and stuff. Now we got different cleaning modes we can do. We can do vacuum only, mop only, and vacuum and mop, 1 or 2 passes. We've got different levels of suction. Then we also have cleaning speed, and we go into, we got mop pad lifting, intelligent settings. This is where you're going to pick, how wet do you want the mop pad. Standard, low, or high, and how often do you want it to wash the mop. That's how it's going to re-wet it. It has to go back every 6 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. You can select 2, 3, 4 hours. It's going to dry the mop pads with hot air after it's all done. Okay, let's tell it to start cleaning the kitchen. I'm going to have it do 2 passes.
Start area cleaning.
So the first thing it's going to do before it starts cleaning this floor is it needs to wash the mop pad. So it's going to be putting the clean water down there and heating it up, washing the mop pad, and then sucking up the dirty water. And that's going to do 2 things. It cleans the mop pads, but it also gets it wet. And that's how it's going to mop the floor. There is also a button up here. You can start a whole house clean by pressing that 1 time. And then if you need to pause the robot, say it's in a different room, press that button again and it will pause it. Okay, that takes about 2 minutes, minute and a half, 2 minutes. It's going to start washing this floor and vacuuming. Okay, it's spinning the mop pads. floor is wet because the mop pads are wet. Now again, it has to capture that dirt in the mop pads and take it back to the base station. So yeah, it's doing a good job. And it does a pretty good job with obstacle avoidance too. That cord there, it's avoiding it. It is recognizing it. And I got a bunch of dirt and debris on the carpet, but it's going to lift the mop pads automatically. It's going to sense the carpet. There, it lifts the mop pads and increases suction power because it's on carpet. Now you might get a little bit of smearing with the first pass, but it's going to go back and wash the mop pad and come back and mop it a second time to capture the rest of the dirt. It's doing a good job of vacuuming this carpet, this rug. All right, it did leave a little bit of dirt there, right there in the middle. Okay, so now it's going the opposite direction for cleaning the second pass. So since it hasn't reached the time limit, it hasn't gone back and washed the mop pad. If I would have had that on 5 minutes, after 5 minutes, it would go back and wash the mop pad. But it ended up getting that little part that it missed. It's about 65 dB mopping and vacuuming. Okay, so it's finished. It's going to come back and wash the mop pads. And it's going to auto empty the dustbin also. All right, it's washing the mop pad. It may not be finished with the job. It may have just timed out. Now that water's going to be pretty dirty. Oh yeah, that water's really dirty. Okay, so it wasn't finished. It timed out and needed to re-wet the mop pads and clean them. So it's going to go back and pick up where it left off. Okay, so now it finished cleaning. It's going to come back to the station, auto empty the dustbin. And now it's washing the mop pads one last time to get them clean ready to go for next time, and then it's going to blow hot air on them for 2 to 4 hours to dry them, to prevent odors. Okay, so it started the hot air drying. Again, that'll last 2 to 4 hours. It's not really loud, but you will notice it. Let's take a look at the dirty water tank. Yeah, that is dirty. You will have to clean it, and you can tell the water is hot. So I thought the robot did a really good job of cleaning this floor. I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.